And welcome back to the most amazing channel on the internet. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and you guys loved part 1 of our scary Disney movie Easter eggs so much that I decided to make a part 2 for you. Hip hip hooray. Buckle up and get your spyglasses out, as there is a lot going on in Disney movies that you never even noticed. Before we get into this list, I want to say hello 2019, you absolute beauty. How did you guys celebrate? Let me know. Also, it's my birthday in 2 days and I'm really excited. I want to ask you guys, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen as well? For me, it's either The Shining or The Babadook. I think they're both truly terrifying. I think about them all the time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, while you're down there, why don't you leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend? And also, we have a fabulous Instagram at @MostAmazingOfficial that you should go and check out. Alright, back into the scary Disney Easter eggs. Coming in at number 10, Sid appears in Toy Story 3. Have you ever needed a terrifying lesson in what happens when nasty kids grow up? Well, look no further than Toy Story 3. In the early Toy Story narrative, Sid is Andy's insane neighbor who tortures toys and makes worrying Frankenstein-style hybrids. Sid is the main antagonist in the first Toy Story, and he's the only other person in the world that knows that toys are alive. So, what happened to sick old Sid when he grew up? Well, have a look. How can we tell it's him? Well, the major clue is his t-shirt, which is exactly the same. While Andy is going off to college, Sid is picking up garbage. Although we have to say, it is an honourable job, someone has to do it. Not all people work in refuse are evil toy torturers. Coming in at number 9, we have Boobs in the Frame of the Rescuers. It seems that some of Disney's animators had a sick sense of humour. In the 1977 movie The Rescuers, one artist snuck in the image of a naked woman into 2 frames. The scary thing isn't boobs, because sure, boobs. It's boobs in a kids film placed there purposefully by male illustrators. Honestly, that just ain't cricket. Scarier still, it took 22 years for anyone to realise, so that was a lot of secret boobs happening. The Rescuers' 1977 home video was finally recalled in January 1999. The reasoning? Exactly that, objectionable background images. If you're out there looking for the peep show, again it is a kids movie, but they do happen at 38 minutes in. Coming into number 8, has anyone ever noticed Jafar in Hercules? Recognise this beggar who makes an appearance in Hercules. It looks a lot like Jafar does, and he's in the prison cell with Aladdin. It actually likely is him. There's a theory that actually it was Hades who gave Jafar his powers. This theory and the scary Easter egg in question are seemingly confirmed in a TV episode of Hercules, Hercules and the Arabian Night. In this episode, Hades and Jafar meet and scheme to destroy both Hercules and Aladdin. Perhaps the beggar we see in Hercules is a warning sign of the trouble to come. Coming in at number 7, we have the Illuminati in DuckTales. There are not one but 2 symbols of the Illuminati in DuckTales. This list doesn't have to all be movies, does it? No siree. DuckTales was a TV show, and actually I used to love it, but was it secretly indoctrinating me, swaying me towards the Illuminati? Like, maybe. In one episode, Scrooge McDuck visits a doctor to cure a sickness that weirdly seems to only affect cashiers, bankers and millionaires. Rightio then. In the background you can spot an eye chart with weird letters on it. At one point the letters clearly read, "Ask about Illuminati." In another episode that I believe is called The Treasure of the Lost Lamp, the gang are travelling across a desert. Scrooge trips over a pyramid that has the Illuminati eye symbol on it. There were loads of rumours that Walt Disney was secretly a member of the Illuminati, so maybe this confirms it. Coming in at number 6, we have this spindle and spinning wheel in Tangled. Watch out, Rapunzel babe, 1 foot wrong around that spinning wheel in the background there, and not only will you be locked in a castle at the mercy of a mother witch, you also likely fall into a deep and terrible slumber. This spinning wheel in the background is a terrifying Easter egg that reminds us of the chaos of the 1959 movie Sleeping Beauty. Coming in at number 5, we have the Hans Wanted poster in Big Hero 6. Okay, I just want to say that I loved Big Hero 6. It was so good. It was really beautiful, but also really sad at the same time. Set in the fictional universe of San Francisco, but it is also linked to the world of Frozen, which is set some years in the past. There is a worrying Easter egg in Big Hero 6. There's a wanted poster for none other than murderous schemer and love rat Hans. But wait, what? Not only does that mean he's on the loose, caboose waiting to honey trap another major babe, then break her heart, he's also clearly a time traveler, which makes him even worse. Just when you thought that you were safe, another poisonous male has joined the roster in the 21st century. Hip hip hooray. Coming in at number 4, we have the naked message in Aladdin. I suppose this is more of a subliminal message, a hidden message, more so than an Easter egg, but it's pretty famous, so I think we should talk about it. A lot of people think that in a certain moment of Aladdin, when Jasmine's on her balcony with Raja the tiger, basically some choice words are uttered. Raja scares off Aladdin, who is heard saying, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes." Obviously, if that was actually said, then it would be pretty gross and a subliminal piece of grooming, which would be wholly illegal, exposing a wider issue with Disney. Have a listen and tell me what you think is being said.
How's our little bow doing? Come on, good teenagers, take off.
Honestly, I'm not sure. Apparently, according to Disney, what is actually said is, "Good kitty, take off and go." But that doesn't really make much sense. Also, the line was suspiciously deleted out of the DVD release. Coming into number 3, we have the tea set in Tarzan. What is that Turk is playing with, or should I say who? Maybe it's just a coincidence that this tea set looks a lot like the family of Mrs. Potts and Chip. But then wait, let's look a little bit closer. Isn't that a chip in the teacup? Right, well we know that Disney doesn't do things by mistake. There's a theory that suggests that Jane is actually a descendant of Belle and the Beast. In fact, if you look at her, she kind of has Belle's features, but the Beast's piercing blue eyes. But like, we know that the characters in Beauty and the Beast turned into all of the objects, and then when the spell was broken, they turned back into themselves, so what exactly is going on here? Are these the vacant bodies of the lovable Mrs. Potts and happy-go-lucky Chip? I need answers. Coming into number 2, we have Sullys Skin. In a post-movie credit roll scene in Monsters Inc., Randall, the creepy monster, explains to Sully why he hates humans. He said, "I've heard humans skin monsters and make toilet seat covers out of their fur." Sully's like, "You know what, babe, that is nonsense," and sure. But it turns out that this might actually be true, and that none other than our favourite monster Sully may have met a terrible fate. In Pixar's short Partysaurus Rex, we see a very suspicious looking toilet seat cover. Like, can it be? No. Surely not. Are things just like Randall said? Did Sully make a mistake in trusting humans? Is he now dead and all that is left of him is his fur? Say it isn't so. Finally, coming into number 1, we have the Pizza Planet van. The Pizza Planet van appears not only in the Toy Story movies, it can also be seen as an Easter egg in A Bug's Life, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Cars, Up, and Brave. That doesn't sound too scary, does it? Pizza van. Everyone likes pizza, including me. In fact, I definitely love pizza. But when you think about it, isn't it a little bit weird that the Pizza Planet van appears in so many different timelines? Brave is set in like the 1400s, long before pizza and cars, and then again in Monsters Inc., which is set during the next millennium. Well, it seems that the appearance of the Pizza Planet van in a multitude of different Disney movies is actually a symbol of the apocalypse. Now this ties into the whole wild Pixar theory, which suggests that all of Disney Pixar movies are interlinked and set in the same universe. The theory starts with Brave. A time loop is apparently created by a magic witch who disappears through a door. It later turns out in the theory that this witch is Boo from Monsters Inc. The timeline spans the 14th century right up to the 50th century with Monsters Inc. Now at one point, animals rise up and try and overthrow humans, but machines help the humans win. Sure. The whole thing culminates in the remaining humans being sent off to space in a ship called Axiom amid a worldwide takeover of the evil corporation BNL. Somehow, it all hinges on pizza, I think. Well, that was the top 10 scary Disney Easter eggs part 2. Which did you think was the most worrisome? Let me know in the comments section down below. Before I go, I just want to read out some comments from one of our recent videos that you guys absolutely loved. We did the top 10 scary TikTok videos. Now, X-Legitness said, "This made me have nightmares. I'm so dumb to watch this at night." No, I feel like you can watch Most Amazing Top 10 at any time of day, but maybe you should watch it with a friend if these scare you. Squirrel0072 said, "I hate TikTok, it offends me." You know what? I don't really love it either, but a lot of you do, so. Amanda Daly said, "Hey Rebecca, good video. I just wanted to say though that the dead-looking nurse with the sirens going off is from Silent Hill, and the song used in the Slender Man one was originally from Nightmare on Elm Street. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas." Woo! ooh, you need to come work with us. I had no idea. I was just like, scary TikTok video. Happy New Year to you as well, and I hope you had a lovely Christmas. Peter San Jose said, Happy New Year, hope you enjoy making videos and you guys give me goosebumps. Finally, Robert Nuckley said, beautiful necklace, Rebecca. Thanks, Robert. Thank you everyone, and once again, Happy New Year to you all. Don't forget to let me know what movie scares you the most. Also, why don't you let me know your favourite Disney film. Also, why don't you leave a thumbs up on this video, share it with a friend, head on over to our Instagram to see what we're up to on a day-to-day basis, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!